So the creator of the Netflix series, or I guess the producer or creator, if you will, his name is Adi Shankar. And he's worked on a bunch of other stuff. Probably the most notable for me, at least, was the Dread movie that came out in like 13 or something. I can't even remember. But there was a Castlevania series that came out on Netflix. It ran for 4 seasons. You guys are probably familiar with it. It got rave reviews, and it's got a lot of mixed opinions by a lot of people. Interestingly enough, regarding the history of the show, it originally started off as being just a movie written by Warren Ellis. Warren Ellis ended up writing the show, and Adi Shankar produced it. And he worked on the first 2 seasons, and then he got... My thought process was, based on what I was seeing, he started talking about, like, working on all this other stuff, like a Devil May Cry series, and his mindset was all over the place. So he kind of forced, I think he left the project. Now, I may be wrong about that. Maybe he was still working in the background, but it doesn't seem so, especially after today's news. So today's news... there was an interview that was conducted with Adi Shankar, and he basically told everyone that he was not happy with the way that seasons 3 and 4 went, and that his relationship with Warren Ellis basically ceased to be. With Warren Ellis as the primary writer on the show, you gotta wonder exactly what happened to get these two to kind of fall apart. So I'm going to read a little bit about what happened, and then we'll go from there. So Shankar goes on to say, without getting into the weeds on dirty laundry, Warren Ellis and I did not have a good personal or professional relationship after season 3 and 4 commenced, and we stopped communicating directly around mid-2019. It turned ugly very, very fast. It turned ugly very fast. The wonderful folks at Netflix attempted to mend the bridge, but there is beef there. So there's a lot of speculation online regarding the change in the series after season 2. A lot of people feel that after season 2, the series just wasn't the same, and I tend to agree. I still liked it quite a bit, but it definitely didn't draw upon the original idea of the Castlevania 3 game. So the first 2 seasons were perfect in that sense, in the sense that it really fleshed out the story and allowed it to breathe and allowed you to go on this journey with the characters and finish out, the end of what would be what you would assume would be the end of the series. But no, they stuck it out for 2 more seasons. Kind of changed things, slowed down the pace a little bit, made the initial episodes kind of like character building and plot building, and then it kind of blew up into these like last 2 episodes of each season, which were just these total like, oh snap, like I can't believe they did that sort of thing. So I thought it went well. I think that the end of season 4 could have been better. Maybe this is the sort of thing where I should have a bunch of people to talk about with this sort of thing. Maybe I'll do a separate video where I'll bring on some other Castlevania gurus and we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll do a live thing. Maybe we'll do a premiere. Maybe we'll just do like a podcast type thing. I don't know. But it is something that's kind of stewing in my mind that I'd like to do. But with this news, looking back to these interviews that Adi Shankar has done previously, one interesting thing to note is that he was a huge fan of Alucard and Hector. And so both of those characters, at least within the first 2 seasons, were totally different characters than where they ended up in season 3 and 4. And from what it seems, a lot of people are saying online that it could have, this is kind of proof, or potentially proof, that after season 2 they completely changed the characters, and maybe that's the reason why Adi Shankar kind of stepped away from the franchise. I guess that's the best concrete guess that anybody could have regarding this, because he then moved on to Devil May Cry and all this other stuff that he's been working on. So what do you guys think about this news, and what did you think of the Netflix show in general? Leave me a comment down below. I'm very curious to know what you thought. Are you interested in that live video or that video where I get a bunch of Castlevania gurus together and we talk about it? Let me know down below if that's something you'd like to see on this channel. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later for more news and info. Take care.